Hello and welcome to my little tutorial on how to use multiple mark points for attacking ground moving targets. We are on a CAS mission about 12 miles away from our target at angles 10, and now let's see what problems we are facing to. Let's have a look on our radar. I go in expand mode, so we are facing to a column of vehicles, but now our problem is how can we get lined up. So next I do is just try a visual approach on the target. So I put some yellow dots on the terrain because I know where the targets are, and as you all know, it's quite hard to find targets, especially here on those dark green terrain. Even padlocking will not help us so much, especially when we want to line up with the target and only do one run. So now let's have a look on the different air-to-ground and radar modes. So if we lock onto the target, we lose our radar to help us to line up with the target. So going back, now I freeze the radar picture. That keeps the radar picture, but it also doesn't help us to line up with the target. And last but not least, if I change into the CCRP mode, I lose my radar picture again. So we need to have another help to line up with the target so that we can do only one run and don't have to do multiple runs on the target. This concludes part 1, so now let's go on with part 2, the solution using multiple mark points. So okay, again I'm 12 miles away of the target at angles 10, bring up the radar in expand mode and just bring the radar cursor over the first or the most right vehicle. So then I hit 7 on the ICP, which brings the mark mode, then hit enter, up to bring up mark point 2, bring my radar cursor over the most left vehicle, hit enter again, and hit return to leave the mark point mode. So now let's have a look on our HSD. What we can see is we have now two signs like an X on our HSD. These are the two mark points we just made, and these two mark points we can use now for lining up with the target. Next thing I do is I just turn away from the target, and now this gives me a little bit time to make all my inputs like BA and AD and ripple space and how much bombs I want to drop. So I will do all those things now. Next thing I want to show you is how I line up with the target. So let's have another closer look onto our HSD. So I try to fly in that way that the two mark points are just on a line from the left to the right in my HSD, and my heading is crossing those or this line in a 90 degrees angle. So I will make this a little bit visual for you. You see the two mark points, and the course I'm heading. So, and those 2 points just give a nice cross. So, and when I reach the cross point, I know I only have to do a 90-degree turn into the target. So I'm turning now 90 degree into the target. As I come closer to my release point, I just expand the HSD so that I can see the 2 mark points a little bit better, and this helps me to line up perfectly with the target. So I'm now at about angles 8, so I do a high or medium approach and drop my bombs in CCRP mode. So bombs are dropped. Now let's see. It seems that I hit some of them. Let's see what the mission debrief says. Yeah, 4 hits, 14 air-to-ground kills, not that bad. Hope you enjoyed watching my little tutorial, and thanks for watching it. Bye.